Hello, and welcome back to the Padawan Podcast, Apocalypse Movies, all Star Wars podcast, where we geek out from everything in the galaxy far, far away, including movies, TVs, comics, and more. I'm your host, Jake Berlin, a.k.a. Qui-Gon Jake, and I am joined, as always, by my fellow table members today, Jacob Bartley, a.k.a. Grand Moff Bartley, and Gio Ramos, a.k.a. C3Gio. How's it going, fellas?
It's going very well. I'm excited for the character that my name's based off of to hopefully be in Rogue One. That would be awesome.
Yeah, it's always an exciting day to talk about Star Wars. Yeah.
All right, well, let's get right into it. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about today. We got, Rogue One, rumors, news, whatever you want to say it is. Rian Johnson, Episode 8, little Han Solo stuff. But let's start with the big one, Rogue One reshoots. We haven't talked about it in a while. There's all kinds of stuff coming up about it. Rumors, news, what people are saying. Christopher McQuarrie got involved, shooting down rumors that he's involved. Mads Mikkelsen came in and said, it's little stuff, just adding little things here and there. And so I just want to get you guys' thoughts. Do you believe it? What do you think it is? Do you believe that it's 40% of the film being reshot? Do you believe that the test screenings, they said, were viewed last week, that they were viewed badly? Jacob, let's start with you.
So I don't know why this whole thing is getting blown out of proportion. So a lot of movies, almost every movie goes through reshoots. It doesn't mean something negative is happening. It just means that, maybe they didn't get this scene in right, or maybe they did alter the script a little bit and they just want to add some more stuff, or maybe there's a rumor that they want to add more Vader into the movie, which I'm totally fine with. It doesn't necessarily mean it's negative. The only reason this is getting such huge coverage is because it's Star Wars. For example, let's say if Jason Bourne, they're going back to reshoots for Jason Bourne, they would not make a big deal about it like this. Even if it was the same exact stories coming out. They brought Christopher McQuarrie in to rewrite Jason Bourne. It would not get as much buzz or negativity around it as Star Wars Rogue One is. So I just think it's the Star Wars fans blowing things out of proportion. On multiple occasions, all of these rumors have been debunked and came out to be confirmed not true. So I just think everyone needs to calm down.
Yeah, there was we got our stuff from StarWarsNewsDead.com, and there was an article that said that Star Wars Rogue One reshoots to add levity, no truth to audience screening rumors. So with that, Gio, what do you think of all this news about the Rogue One reshoots going on?
Well, I wrote an article pretty much defending the reshoots. We got to remember we're talking about Lucasfilm here, and if anyone purchased the Force Awakens Blu-ray and you see the behind-the-scenes stuff, you're pretty much seeing what they've been saying all along, that there's so much passion and creativity and a collaborative effort, and that it's never just one man doing things. It's one man with a group of people behind him, and the group of people behind them, so it's when they say they're doing reshoots, then they obviously want to either a reshoot is to improve the film no matter which way you look at it. A cause for concern could be whether based on what you think is going on, and the thing about 40, they said like 40% of the film is being redone. That was some of the earlier rumors and what's going on. I don't buy into any of that. It's just, it's reshoots. It's Disney. They're giving Lucasfilm all the support that they need, all the funding that they need to get this movie right. It's an important movie coming out the gate, an anthology film. Well, it's not known as an anthology film anymore, right? It's
Star Wars.
It's a spin-off.
It's a spin-off.
It's that.
It's a Star Wars story.
It's the first one, right?
It's literally titled A Star Wars Story.
A Star Wars story, yeah. So it's the first one right out the gate. I think they're taking it just as serious as they are for The Force Awakens, because they have big plans for these stories later on down the road. So I put my faith in Lucasfilm and Gareth Edwards to make the right film, make it better. It's still going to have the war tone to it, which I love. It'll be a little bit darker than The Force Awakens. And as of right now, we've only had one trailer. And as far as I'm concerned, we all love that trailer. So, what are we panicking about? It's reshoots, A part of me just feels like we don't deserve to know these kind of updates. Like, we shouldn't be hearing about this stuff. I kind of wish it would go back to the older days where everything you read was in a newspaper, because it's none of our business what these reshoots, like whether these reshoots are happening or not. We're not in the writer's room. We don't know. We haven't read the scripts or anything. So do we have a right to be accusing this movie, and judging it already and this and that? I don't think so. It's really none of our business. Let's just judge it by what we're seeing, the trailers, the posters, and even the interviews, I guess. But you people out there, you're tripping over nothing. It's fine. So
yeah, I agree. I don't believe any of the rumors. There were rumors going around that said that the reshoots were because Disney thought it was too war driven, that it was too dark and like gritty.
I hope that's not true.
Yeah, like I would love to see that.
No, I hope that is true, that it is war driven.
No, yeah,
I hope it's not true that they're going to change that.
I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all think it's a little bit of bold that all this rumor is going on. So moving on, before we get into the story, I want to say that it is just a rumor, but if true, it is a huge spoiler. So if you do not want to listen to this, skip ahead. We'll put this timestamp below in the description of the video. With that said, the next story is on episode 8, and StarWarsNewsDad.com got word from a good source of theirs of a rumor floating around of Luke and Leia. And they say, first of all, Luke is not Rey's father. If you really can't let go of this, watch episode 7 again and pay attention. He is not revealed to be her father in episode 8, nor will he be in episode 9. The second and more exciting one is that Leia uses the Force in episode 8. It's unfortunately true that they've minimized her screen time by writing her out after an attack early on, but the really cool thing about this sequence is that Leia survives only because she uses the Force. That's all the detail you're getting, but it's a fact. So, and this comes from a good source of theirs who has repeatedly got stuff right as far as Star Wars goes, and they call him Jack. They're not going to reveal his real name, but yeah, what do we think, Jacob?
Look, this is from Star Wars Newsnet.
Yeah.
I know they've been very formidable in their sources and everything, but I'm not going to believe this because it's not coming from Lucasfilm. It's not coming from Disney, so I can't take anyone's word for it. But I think even if it is true, I think they could be pulling our leg. Even if this is from someone who knows what they're talking about or is telling the truth, they could be totally pulling our leg. But it kind of sounds angry. Whoever's talking sounds angry, like mad at people who think that Luke is her father. And that's not fair because, especially casual fans, like, it's fun to speculate. It's fun to be like, oh, I think she's Luke's daughter. No, she's not. It's fun for us to argue. So why take away the fun from that and come out all angry and make these comments? So I hope these aren't legit, but I know the site is formidable, so who knows? We'll find out in episode 8 for sure, I think.
What do you think about Leia using the Force?
Like physically using it? I say why not? It's going to be weird because I know Carrie Fisher she's not really into acting lately, so how is it going to look on screen?
Yeah.
It's going to look weird. But I always wanted to see Leia actually use the Force other than just feeling feelings through the Force. So I think that would be pretty cool. I love Leia, and I just wish, I don't know, I wish Carrie Fisher was just a little more into it. Maybe she's been working on her acting skills. Hopefully she has.
Yeah, I agree. I'm taking this with a huge grain of salt. I'm not
grain of salt.
Yeah, I'm not going to believe anything until Lucasfilm comes out, or even if they do come out with something, who knows if it's actually true or not? But because it's Star Wars, I would love to see Leia use the Force. I would love to see more of her. If it is true, I'm bummed that they say, that they written her out of a bunch of scenes after an attack early on and whatnot, which would be unfortunate. But yeah, it's a rumor at this point, and I thought it'd be interesting to talk about. So, Gio, what do you think?
It'll be interesting seeing Leia use the Force. So far, we've only seen her just look off into the distance at something, where she's feeling something, whether it's Luke on the thing in that one planet, Bespin.
Oh, in Cloud City.
Cloud City, yeah.
It is Bespin,
Yeah.
but
Bespin.
they were in Cloud City.
And the other one where she feels Han die. If you haven't seen Force Awakens by now, you don't care.
I doubt someone who hasn't seen the movies listening to this podcast
Right.
this far in.
Yeah. And as for this guy, Jack, like, fuck you, man. Like, he says, if you really can't let go of this, watch episode 7 again and pay attention. There are several hints in episode 7 that Luke could possibly be Rey's father.
And I think that's what the film intended to do. Like, is he her father or not? Like, they're trying to play with us, and it's fun to speculate.
Yeah, look at that end. Rewatch that end scene again where they're staring at each other and how Rey's face changes halfway into that.
What if Jack is
scene.
Ryan Johnson?
What if he is Ryan
And you're like,
Johnson?
F you.
What if he's J.J. Abrams?
Shit, what if you're Luke? I don't know. But I mean, come on, dude. If you're gonna drop a scoop, yeah, maybe you're right a year and a half from now. But so what? People are gonna forget anyway. You're just gonna give us another scoop to remain relevant. So shut up.
All right. Well, with that said, on to the next subject. Sticking with episode 8. A few days ago, Ryan Johnson, director of episode 8, shared a new set photo from episode 8, kind of saying that the filming of episode 8 is closing, and the title or the caption of it was "In the Home Stretch," and a really cool photo of a microphone and a camera with none other than Luke Skywalker's Jedi robe and hanging on a hanger, and I think it's really cool. I think the lightsaber's in the background as well. But yeah, I just kind of want to talk about it. It's a little quick little talk about a picture, and Gio, let's shoot it back right over to you.
Yeah, let's talk about this robe right there. Like, it's so interesting, man. Like, who could it be? You know, it could be Luke or Luke. Obviously, it's Luke. I don't know. Like, cool. It's cool to look at. It tells me that Luke is. Well, I don't know, depending on if they shot this in sequence or not. But Luke is going to be a major part of the film. It's nice to see his robe again. And what's that? What is that?
I think that's his lightsaber.
Is that a lightsaber?
Yeah.
It could be a lightsaber. So he's going to get down, dirty on some action. What's the setting behind it? Could that be on the cliff?
And we've had something about a cliff before.
Yeah, something about that. So interesting, cool picture. Ryan Johnson, tweet us more robes.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't tell anything, obviously, but I think it's a cool picture, you know. It's actually a really good shot as far as like photography
It's like
goes.
professional photography.
Yeah,
took
it's
beautiful.
It's a great shot, and the robe is down, like Gio said, down and dirty, and you know, obviously Luke's been alone for a while. Hasn't taken a shower or whatnot, but yeah, it's a cool little shot. I like seeing the lightsaber there. Now the question is whether that's a green or blue lightsaber. I mean, we'll never know. We won't know until next year. So, Jacob, what do you think,
All
man?
right, so I should not get excited about a picture of a robe. And as I clicked on the link when you first sent it to me, I hadn't seen it yet. And I'm like, who cares? It's a robe.
And
As soon as I see it, I get like tingly inside because I'm like, wait, it's Luke's robe. I should not get excited. And I disagree. I think Luke has taken a shower. Using the Force, he can lift the water from the ocean
good call.
and then separate the salt from the seawater, and then you have fresh water.
How do you know it's salt water?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
on those planets, who knows?
Yeah.
Assuming it's salt
Could
water.
be shower
He
water.
could use the Force to take the salt out of the water and bathe himself in. He could do everything without even moving.
I mean, his hair was perfected in that last shot.
He can take his clothes off and bathe himself with the Force.
Yeah, show that in a
Show that in the trailer.
extended trailer. The ultimate edition.
That's how the trailer starts, with the music and everything.
Is that all you got?
I said I got excited about the robe.
All right. So moving on from episode 8, a little Han Solo news. So Han Solo is now reportedly going to start filming next January. I believe a 2018 release date.
2018,
2018 release date.
Correct, yeah.
So that'll start then for 2018 of the following year. And also Lawrence Kasdan, who has repeatedly, been known to love the Han Solo character. Like, that is his baby. That's why he continues to go back to Star Wars. I had a lot of conversation, a great conversation actually, and I was able to read the quotes from him and a bunch of good stuff in there. He did say that the reason he comes back to Star Wars is because he loves Han, and he talked about how he was brought on The Force Awakens after Michael Arndt. Him and J.J. Abrams worked together, and he also talked about Episode 8 and the person who's asking the questions, asked, "Are you helping steer the story?" And he said, "Ryan Johnson is a friend of mine. I'm getting to know Colin Trevorrow, who is going to direct Episode 9, so I feel very involved with it." At this point, we didn't know if he would be coming back after Episode 7, or after Han Solo, I should say, because we've known that he's been wanting to step away from the Star Wars franchise. But, he kind of confirms that he's going to be around for at least 3 more movies. So what are your feelings of Lawrence Kasdan sticking around Star Wars? I mean, everything he touches Star Wars has pretty much been gold lately, or always. But, yeah, Jacob, what do you think?
As long as Lawrence Kasdan can be involved in Star Wars, I want him to be involved. He doesn't have to write all the scripts, but just at least as a consultant. Like, I want them to go to him for story ideas, and if they're not sure about something, go ask him, what do you think we should do here? He's been there since the beginning, and he has a love for it, and he does, especially for the Han Solo character. I love that he's writing it with his son, I believe.
That's awesome. Yeah, his son.
I'm curious what other writing credentials his son has, because a lot of people are saying, his son's going to take over for writing Star Wars afterwards. Is he worthy of that? I don't know. I don't know what else his son has written, but I love how involved Lawrence Kasdan is, and I really hope he continues to be.
Well, it's cool because in the interview, I don't know if you guys were able to catch it or not, but he had talked about how he wrote a film with his brother, then he wrote one with his wife, and now he's doing one with his son. And it so happens that it's actually a Han Solo movie with his son. So it's pretty cool that, maybe it is just a one and done for both of them.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's Han Solo makes it really cool.
Yeah.
So, Gio?
It doesn't surprise me. It's he's obviously having more fun than he thought he would writing these Star Wars movies. I want to play a little something with you guys real quick. It's you can only choose one. I'm not gonna say save or kill, but if you had to, and you had to take one out of the existence of Star Wars altogether, Lawrence Kasdan or John Williams?
Jeez.
John Williams.
What?
Because you wouldn't. I don't know if you'd have what The Empire Strikes Back is without Lawrence Kasdan.
All that music though.
I know, but
Well, you're saying take them out of the franchise completely from the very beginning, or from now on?
Yeah, they never existed.
Oh man, I'm not answering that. That's
on.
not fair.
Have some balls.
That's not fair.
Come on.
it's not fair. But I'm going to say John Williams.
That's not fair.
Come on.
Man.
I can live without the music.
All
I
right.
can't live without the movie.
I love the music,
Okay.
but I think my favorite thing in Star Wars is the dialogue between Han and Leia.
Yeah, it's the
in
movies
the original
itself.
trilogy. Is the dialogue and the back and forth, and I love it a little bit more than the music. So, I'm sorry, John Williams. I got to go.
Yeah,
with
sorry, John
Kasdan's
Williams.
dialogue.
Man, Jesus.
Star Wars Celebration in Europe is going on in Europe this year in 2016 next month. And to commemorate the announcement of everything going on, they released a cool little poster of Episode 7 stars as well as Rogue One stars, a little collaboration thing going on. Just want to get you guys' thoughts. I already edited it to put on my computer background. I'm leaving that sucker on there. I put it on my Facebook. So, I just want to get your thoughts, what you think of it. Does it excite you to see what's going to come for Star Wars Celebration? Jacob, let's start with you.
Yeah, for a Star Wars Celebration poster, it's awesome. I love seeing the Force Awakens characters and the Rogue One characters
With Luke in there.
With Luke on the same poster. I love seeing Felicity Jones and Daisy Ridley.
That's
next
cool.
To each other.
That's cool.
It's weird that I don't think they're related at all.
No,
I really
no.
don't. They're completely
But they're
separate
very similar.
characters, but they're both dark haired, pale skin British women. That's who they went with for their first 2 leads of their first 2 movies out the gate. I'm curious, did they think about this? Did they know? Are they conscious of it when they did it? But that it doesn't mean anything. I don't think they're related at all, as far as bloodlines or anything. But it's a cool poster. I would love to have not the Star Wars Celebration writing, but just a cut version of that poster in my room. That would be awesome.
I agree. Like I said, as soon as I got it, I edited it and put it on my computer background and made it a Facebook cover page and whatnot. But it's a beautiful image, and I love seeing the X-wings, and you have the Death Troopers in there with the regular Stormtroopers, and you even got the palm trees with the AT-ATs, and there's just so much going on. It's so cool. You got Donnie Yen in there. There's some cool stuff in there, and of course Kylo Ren and Finn and Rey, and of course you got to throw Luke in there as well. But Gio, you got anything negative to say about it?
Yeah. Where the hell is BB-8? You guys see BB-8 anyway?
It's on it now.
That is messed
I don't see
up.
a droid at all.
There's no droids.
You got the Falcon in there though.
Yeah, they managed to throw in some palm trees, but you can't have no BB-8. No, but in all seriousness, this is a really fucking awesome poster right now. I wish they would thrown in young Han Solo in there somewhere. Just like if that's our first look.
That would have been crazy if like
would've
that
been
day,
like,
that's how
what?
they showed Alden Ehrenreich
They
as
might bring
Han
him
Solo.
out
Boom.
at Star Wars Celebration.
In his costume. Oh, that would be fucking amazing. But anyways, I love it, dude. Like you have in the center Felicity Jones' character and Daisy Ridley's character, like the females in Star Wars. What's up, y'all? Damn, I love it. And then you got Luke right there. Is Leia there? No.
No, just
damn,
Luke is the original.
Damn, just Luke, man. Yeah, but it looks great. I love it, man. It's awesome.
I love how Kylo Ren is the biggest figure on there.
Well, he's arguably the biggest figure in Star Wars right now. Like his
Arguably,
story, him and Rey.
It's just as much his story as it is
Yeah,
hers.
it's 50-50.
And he might. The more I think about it, and the more I watch Force Awakens, I think he's my. I'm not rooting for him, but I think he's my favorite new Star Wars character.
Well, yeah, I saw you watch it the other night. What'd you think, man?
I love it.
Yeah?
And you know
It
what?
keeps getting better,
You know
huh?
what made me want to watch it again? I was talking to somebody about Kylo Ren and how much I love his voice under the mask. It's so awesome. So.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up the Padawan Podcast today. Before we go, I'd like to thank both Jacob and Gio for joining us. And Jacob, why don't you tell them where we can find you online?
You can find me online on Twitter at @JacobBarley_, on Instagram at @JacobRyanBartley.
Gio?
Find me on Twitter at GioRamos24 and apocalypsemovies.com every day.
Yeah, make sure you check out our YouTube channel with, the Padawan Podcast, our movie news show. We got the Rumors Central, Make 'em Watch It, all kinds of good things going on there. We're hoping to do video pretty soon, so look out for our video movie reviews.
Yes.
Check out apocalypsemovies.com. You can find me, Jake Berlin, on Twitter and Instagram at Qui-Gon Jake. Check us out in 2 weeks when we come back for another Padawan. Until then, may the Force be with you.